Have you ever looked at a function like this with the intention of using it and getting absolutely stumped by the parameters? You have little idea what you need to pass in this state parameter, and it could be anything. You could experiment around and pass in different values, but you run into the risk of hitting some runtime errors. However, if the function turned into something like this, then you know the parameter is of type GameState and know exactly what to pass into the function. This is the essence of Python type hints. Python type hints are simply the Pythonic way of specifying types for variables and objects. Alright, let's go over the syntax of Python type hints. For every variable you declared followed by a colon, you can specify the type. So if you want a boolean, it looks something like this. I'm not going to list out everything, but here's a cheat sheet of all possible types. Here we have all the primitives. For functions, you can specify the parameter type and as well as the return type. You can even specify customs. For example, if you have a class called GameState, then you can assign a type to a variable like so. Alright, so going forward, why would we want to use type hints? To some, this is just extra typing, and the whole point of Python is to write something quick and easy. However, I believe in maintainability and readability over everything else, and this is especially important when working in a team. Python type hints allows developers to better maintain their code. Without knowing the types of certain variables, it can be harder to read existing code and deduce the functionality of it. Going back to the example of this load game function, we can see if we want to consume this function, not knowing the parameter type makes it harder for me as a consumer of this code to use. Most engineers are going to be working in a team. If you make code that's hard to read or maintain, you're going to be doing a disservice to your colleagues. Inversely, if you're reading code that's not easy to read, then your job is harder, which is probably something you don't want. Now let me play devil's advocate and present the downsides of type hints. Typing in Python is unfortunately not enforced. For example, if we have this function called add with two parameters of type in, we can actually pass in two strings and the interpreter will not complain at all. Hence, this is why it's called a type hint and not a type strict. Well, mainly because they are basically suggestions. So it's up to the responsibility of the developer to make sure they're passing the correct parameters in. Even if it's not enforced, I hope this at least gives developers a way to debug any issues in their code. So for example, if I pass an int in this list basket function, I will get some runtime errors when I run the script. I look back at it again and see that I should pass a list instead. Okay, that's my short little spiel about type hints. Obviously, these are opinions, and I highly encourage people to use type hints the next time they write code in Python. I've worked in legacy non-strict typing systems before, and the amount of times I've tried to figure out the type of a variable gives me constant migraines. I'm looking at you, JavaScript. By having strict type, it'll be much easier to parse through large code bases and understand the functionality. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this short talk. Like and subscribe if you want more, and I'll see you all next time.